Well, hello everybody. Good evening. Hope you're having a great evening. We are here in the Tarbis. It's after hours. I'm packing it in for the night. Couple of things going on. Thought I'd talk about, and I have been putting together things for the next live stream. And one of the things I'm going to cover is the rationale for having so many open kits, because I know some of you guys are commenting you only do one kit, you don't touch another till you bore straight through, and I'm notorious for having so many open. Right now I've got the second Peggy bomber, KI-67, the little Starfix Spitfire that was given to me that I'm kind of using that as my relax and build when you're in the mood to just kill time between doing other stuff. I did start on this Revell pickup truck that I was sent, and I think it's about a 1:40 scale. Actually comes with a little Harley Davidson motorcycle and the motorcycle cop. And for some reason, when I see this, I think of the movie War of the Worlds, the 1953 War of the Worlds, because the small town and they're driving pickup trucks and the farmers to see it, and the cops that are the first ones to encounter the aliens, and the sheriff, and the scientist, and the one cop tries to drive away and the aliens get him with the heat ray. And by the way, that actor, believe it or not, that runs away, the city cop that tries to run away and gets zapped by the aliens, is the same actor who played the Indian Scar in the famous John Wayne movie, The Searchers. And how this guy winds up playing a small town cop and then a Native American is kind of interesting, because the actor was actually German. There's your useless trivia for the day. So anyway, well, I guess this truck counts as an open project. And I'm kind of, it's a nice kit, and it's old technology and everything, but it's going together okay, and it's just something kind of nice that looks good, but it's not so many parts are so involved. It's like a huge build you can build it in a day or two or something, and not sure how I'm going to paint it yet. I may just stay with the color and detail it out, but then. Of course, this little Starfix Spitfire, the Peggy, that's 3. The Saturn V, I'm going to start marking that up soon. I'm going to pick which Apollo I want to do, and they're all painted differently. And then of course I've still got the Grumman, that's 6, and the Vostok, so that's 7. So that's 7 open kits I have. I'm not counting the bagged ones. I'm talking about ones where I've actually opened the box, and I've got so many kits in the upfront queue, like the Twin Otter and some other stuff, and it's just I want to build them all. I want to get started on them all. It's so much fun, but but I'm going to talk about that on the live stream, go into a little bit of the detail on the pluses and minuses of having so many things open at one time. So I finished the Gundam today. I got it all weathered up, and I actually went in there. I drilled some holes and scuffed up the plastic and got in there and put some real battle damage on it, and made it like this guy's just come out of a fight, so well, I'm most likely putting a picture up right now so you can see. But I also got these from Immense Miniatures, and they're 124 and I think 125 scale famous race car drivers. And again, I'm probably putting the images up right now, but he's got like Nuvo Tavolara and Gurney and all these other, Dan Gurney and all these other famous people. He sent me 4 of them in 2 different scales, and I just hope I'm doing justice, because look at the faces on these things. The detail is absolutely incredible. So that's Mark Tyler at Immense Miniatures. If you're into model race cars, you need some figures to go with your cars, man. He's the go-to guy. Immense Miniatures. I've got to give him a shout out for that. And I would also point out, not only are they, incredibly correct, but Mark, his claim to fame is that he spent a long time in Hollywood doing special effects and stuff, and he was on the team, or he may have made it himself. He made the costume for the famous Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in the original Ghostbusters, the good one. So I've been emailing TD, Tom Daniel, back and forth. Of course, I'm submitting the Dornier to his kit bash to a fine scale modeler. I don't know if they'll use it or not, but anyway, he had mentioned something else, and I'm going to talk about this in the. I was going to talk about it tonight, but I figured he sent me enough information that it's going to make a good subject for the Saturday live stream. He's the reason that we also got the monogram 148 scale F-82 Mustang, the 148 scale Dornier 335 for monogram, and the 132nd scale M3 Lee Grant tank. And I was curious, you know, we all like to learn about the background. I said, you know, you lobbied for those. What do you mean? Tell me about it. So he gave me the details on that, and I'm going to talk about that on Saturday on the live stream. And remember, it's going to be 4 p.m. East Coast time Saturday, so that should be 2000 in Zulu, and again, 3 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Mountain, 1 o'clock. Hope that music's not bothering you. I just thought it might be nice to have a little bit of background music, but sometimes it gets a little too loud. 1 o'clock on the West Coast, that's kind of an interesting story. He had to do the artwork and everything to make the presentations, but I'll talk about that. And the word for the day is gouache, and because he was talking about the paints. Gouache is a type of watercolor apparently a lot of the box top artists used, and but I'll talk about that on Saturday in more detail. So got the Gundam done. I repaired my die-cast Hawker Harrier. I have 3 die-cast jets, and although I have 6, but 3 of them have taken hits from the cat family, kids, whatever. The F-18 cockpit got smashed so bad it's never going back in the house on regular display. And the F-16s, after I put everything back on, I realized the very tip of the nose cap is missing, so it looks like it got punched in the nose, so it's not going back in the house. But I was able to repair the Harrier. Let's see. So I finished off the Gundam. I got a little work done on the Starfix Spitfire, started the truck, started the Peggy, and have been, man, I hope I can do these little figures credit, because they really are nice. They're just magnificent. You make enough of it, make yourself a chessboard with them. And by the way, they each come with 3 heads. One with a helmet with the goggles up, one with a helmet with the goggles down, and one with no helmet at all. I got more heads here than Cersei Lannister's front yard. I guess that's about everything for right now. I want to tidy up the shed, but I'm afraid I'll lose everything if I do. And once again, guys, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And maybe we can have coffee in the morning. And I need to start getting all this in gear for, start getting my notes together and everything for the Saturday podcast. Believe it or not, I like to make the podcast a thing, with a lot of stuff to talk about, material prepared in advance. So about Wednesday, Thursday, I start putting stuff together that becomes part of my day. And maybe I'll do a day with Max's models, kind of go through my routine, get up in the morning, have the coffee, make a quick video, work on the computer, get family stuff done so that after lunch I come out here and work. And then in the evenings, mostly when I do the stuff on the computer for the most part. And well, I guess that's pretty much about it. While the machine changes CDs, I'll sign off. I hope you guys have a pleasant evening. Catch you later. Good night.